right, looks like we're live. Welcome back to the stream, everybody. We'll give everybody a couple minutes to join. And welcome back to the stream, Ed. It looks like it's just you and me tonight. Looks like everybody
Oh,
else had
okay.
plans.
Okay.
But how was your week?
Good.
Good. How's yours?
It was great. I guess we'll go ahead and get started. It'll probably be a short stream tonight. It's just me and you, Ed. But we'll go
Okay.
ahead and go through it here. This is a pretty cool, what are these called? Little Jawas or whatever. This is
Yeah.
pretty cool little dude. It's got a lot of detail in his little spear too that it's always a challenge to get printed, but it did a pretty good job with it.
Yeah, it printed fairly well. As you know, my grandson is into old Star Wars stuff, so I printed this one. He hasn't seen this one
Yeah,
yet.
I'm happy that he got into Star Wars, so you print a lot of Star Wars stuff. Oh, that's good
Yeah,
for me.
yeah, yeah. I've printed a couple of them actually. I'm getting ready also for Easter. I'm printing some stuff for his class and for my other granddaughter's class. We'll see that later. But anyway, but here I just printed this one and then a couple other things for Star Wars. He's really into it.
That's
He
really
says
cool.
yeah, he wants me to print stuff from the dark side and the light side. And
So he could fight
yeah,
him or what?
I don't know. The dark, dark side, Darth Vader, and the light side, the other side, the good side. But he's only 5. He'll be 6 in August, so it's kind of weird the way he talked to me about it. He's really into it.
He
But
just
it's
wants
cool.
all the teams.
Yeah, exactly. But it's printed pretty well,
Hey,
and
Tim,
it's
welcome
good.
back to the stream. Sorry, go ahead.
It's about it's about maybe 5 inches in height, all the way to the top of the sphere. I mean, it's not very big, but it's bigger than most of the other little gadgets that I printed for him.
Yeah, it came out nice. Are the eyes a different color in the robe as well? Are they like a
Yeah,
gold or something?
yeah, they're gold. The eyes are gold.
It's a nice touch.
Yeah, and the face, of course, and the arms are black, and the robe is brown, and it has those straps around him where the skull is. I guess in the center, it's like a desert tan, I think it is.
Yeah.
Bamboo desert tan.
Yeah, those turned out awesome.
And, the support weren't that bad to take on either. They had support, especially around the that post that he's holding, whatever it's called. That was holding it up. They had quite a bit of, but it was fairly easy to take out. To remove the support on it. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I always change the Z settings on there. I wonder if they did the same. If you change the top Z, it doesn't get as close to that top layer. If you play with that a little bit, um,
Hmm.
it's standard. It's set like one layer height below, so
Hmm.
it'll skip one layer and then it'll put the thing where it's got a bridge over or whatever the little support that it's building. So
Hmm.
you can kind of play with that height right there to help out a little bit. If it's not as close, then it won't stick as bad and it won't break off these
Hmm.
tiny little pieces like this one right there. So I wonder if the model had that already built into it.
I'm not sure. I printed it in default setting. The designer
Mm-hmm.
loaded it up, so I didn't modify it really
Yeah,
at
yeah.
all.
I've seen some models where they've modified that, which I appreciate.
This one, it's about 5 inches tall, not very high, not very big. It printed okay. The only issues that I had with it is that the instructions weren't great, really. The instructions come in like a little video, YouTube video, but it's very fast and it's incomplete. So you got to stop it. Move it back exactly to look at the parts because it's important. Some parts look similar to the other, and how you place them is important. So it was a little frustrating in that regard. But then I eventually,
That's how they
and you see
get
there's
their
a,
view time up. Just kidding.
uh, well, I don't know, but this is, the model, it was tied to a little small YouTube video to be able to see it, to how to put it together. But there's a piece in the back, and you see the floor in the back. And I'm not sure where that's supposed to go.
Under
Uh,
here.
Look in the back, that piece there, and the floor, and look in the floor, no, in the bottom, that piece there. I'm not sure where the hell that piece is supposed to go. I couldn't find any instructions for
Does
it.
it go under its head?
I have no idea. I mean, I couldn't figure it out. The instruction didn't have anything for it, and I haven't seen any picture that shows where that piece would go. I don't know. So I have it there. I also had to the the legs uh, on each the four legs. What touches the floor? There's these base. Look, see that piece? I have no idea where it goes. Um, and I had to sand down the legs where that pin
Oh, right here where
uh,
this little slotted pin
uh,
thing is.
uh, above that. No, in the bottom. Imagine these are elephant legs. The bottom, that all the way to the bottom, that touches the floor. Move down, move down. That piece right there. Those are two pieces. I think that they go together. That's easy to put together. But then it snaps to the piece that is on above it. You see, it has like a U circle. If you move your hand, the mouse to a little bit to the left and up, right there, right there, right there. You see that piece? That's like a U, and it fits in the one on top of that. That fits okay, but to snap it into the leg that you were touching before this, uh, you move it to the right a little bit. Move your mouse to the right a little bit. Right, that piece. Those are two pieces. They're snaps, and I had to grind it a little bit to be able to snap it in. Now, these are printed all in TPU. I'm sorry, PLA. PLA is not as flexible as, maybe if I printed it with PETG, it would have been easier to snap it in. But I couldn't get the damn thing to, so I had to grind it there a little bit where you're putting the mouse on uh, in between that to be able to snap it in.
Got it.
Other than that, yeah. So other than that,
Some assembly
if,
required.
well, no, the entire thing requires assembly, but the instructions weren't great. I think it's missing some of the instructions. It shows you how to put the legs, maybe 2/3 of the legs together, and then the other third you got to figure it out by looking at the picture. I don't know. So anyway, I don't know where that piece goes.
Yeah, I'm all looking for spots.
Yeah, yeah.
That's funny.
But that was the only frustrating part about that particular print. But it printed okay. Now, Gabe uploaded this last week, and I went ahead and I printed it. It's fairly good size. I mean, they're about 5 inches tall, so you can only fit really four in the H2D. So I printed that, but it took like 30 hours to print in the H2D. This has 7 colors. He printed his version this same version in the H2C, no waste at all. Here I had waste because I had 7 colors in the H2D, and but I was only able to fit 4 of them in in the size of this H2D. So later on, my uh, grandkids, they want to take these to their class. So I'm printing a small version of it. They're only like 3 inches tall, so I can print 15 at a time, and that's what I'm doing tonight. Actually, I've done already 30. I'm in the middle of printing another 15 to be able to have 40, at least 40 for the class. There's 20 and 20 each class. But they printed cute. They're really cute.
Yeah, yeah, they're really
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah. The only thing that I added to I painted a small in the eyes. The eyes are black, and I just added a touch of white in the center. My granddaughter, when she saw the first one, she said that the eyes looked strange without. So I just added a little dot of white in it.
Hmm.
They're all black. They didn't have any white on it. So I added that to it. I think I should have
Does it
made
look
them
like
maybe
zombie eyes or whatever?
yeah. So I should have made the eye, the dot maybe a little bigger than that. But other than that, that's the file that Gabe uploaded. So thank you, Gabe, for uploading because he modified the one that was in Maker's World. They only had
Oh,
a
it
couple
went
of
and
colors. I think.
painted everything, right?
Yeah. He repainted it and he uploaded it. And I that's what I used because the one that was uploaded, I don't know if you remember last week. The original one only had like 3 colors, and this is much nicer the way he painted it. So I took his. The only thing that I added was when I showed it to my granddaughter, she wanted the eyes, so I added that little bit of white. I should have made the eye that speck and the eyes a little bigger, the white part. But anyway, other than that, it's a cute little print. So I'm in the process of printing 45, actually 40 for the 2 classes, but small. This is too big. 4 of these take like 30 hours. So
Oh
in the
yeah,
H2D.
you'll be there forever printing it.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm printing 15. That takes like 29 hours, I think, 15 of them. So it's like 3 hours each, but they're only like three. You'll see. I sent them pictures of a comparison of the large one and the small ones.
See,
But thank you, Gabe, because he actually modified the files, and this his version is much nicer. And this is um, my uh, grandkids. They apparently are having problem with the toothpaste, and these are I printed several of the toothpaste squeezer.
mm,
This you fit this toothpaste through this the the little bottle, it comes so you can squeeze them. So I printed several for them to decide which one they want to use.
that's cool.
That's it. That's another version. We'll see. They haven't seen this yet.
Yeah, these are handy.
I have 3 different versions there. There's another one coming out, I think a Mickey Mouse one.
That's looks like Frogger or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, it's a frog.
A panda and a robot.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what they are. These are all Maker World. Toothpaste squeezer for kids. I think that's the search that I did. And there's another style uh, that it actually squeezes the toothpaste in there.
Oh, and this one you can turn it like an industrial crank.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a version later on that I did for uh, my son's and his wife wanted for their. So I printed another one for them, which I printed some for myself. You'll see it later. But this one looks like a cute little bit. This the process it actually squeezes it. You twist it.
And does it like roll up the toothpaste
Yeah,
thing or whatever?
inside. It rolls it inside.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, this one looks cool. If it looks cool, they'll use it.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, they haven't tried
Wow.
it yet, so.
They're multiplying like rabbits.
Yeah, yeah. Well, this is a version. This is like 3 inches tall compared to the other one. That's like 5 inches tall. But the difference is the 5 inches takes like 5 times the amount of material than this
Oh,
one does.
they came out really nice.
What's that?
They came out really nice.
Yeah, oh, Gabe, thank you. I don't know if you heard it, but I was
Yeah, I heard.
telling. Okay. So the only thing that I modified the file that you have uploaded by putting that dot in the middle. I should have made it a little bit bigger. My granddaughter, when she saw it, I don't know if you heard my comment, but she said the eyes is missing something. So I said, what about
Oh,
I put a dot? Yeah, so I added the dot on it. But the rest of it, it's the difference from what the original file is night and day.
Yeah,
So
I
thank
know.
you.
When I saw the file, I was like, it has a lot of potential, but the colors are missing some.
Exactly. So I'm finishing up the last batch. I already printed 30, and I'm in the process of printing another 15 to have 40 for both class.
Nice.
Yeah, but they come out great. Thank you.
Well, you need to thank the designer. I just did the coloring.
Well, I think that the coloring did a lot to it.
Yeah, it did. I'm not going to deny that. I'll take the credit for that one.
Yeah. I just uploaded the link to the toothpaste for the grandkids that had that, and that was in green. I just uploaded that one. This one I printed for myself, and it's a different model, and actually it rolls it inside. And there's different versions of the white piece. They're all a modification of it, but it works okay, It has a stand. I mean, there's one version. This one has a stand. It rolls it inside.
It's handy. It's a good way to stand your toothpaste up too. Keep it off.
Also, yeah. Our daughter-in-law originally asked for one actually asked for the kids and also for her and for my son. So I found these and I printed these. Actually, she found these. I gave her a link to for her to download Maker's World, and then she can find the file that she wants me to print, and she can send me a link to it. So she found these.
Neat idea. I would have never thought of 3D printing something to roll up the toothpaste, but that's really good. It's really cool. Oh yeah, you can almost fit like 3 of those little ones in the big one.
I think more than that. I mean, proportion in terms of the size, because it's not only the height; it's the volume, the amount of material that it takes, and the area that it takes.
Yeah, they still turned out nice, even small. Hey, Jack in the shop, welcome back to the stream. And did you upload the smaller version of it, or with the
No, I mean,
non-zombie eyes?
No, it's the same version that Gabe uploaded. Other than I changed, I think I brought it down to 250%. I think it was up to Gabe's was like 587%, something like that. It was fairly large. So I brought it down to 250, I think it was, which is almost like 3 inches tall. but I didn't upload it because it's the same. It doesn't matter with scaling it. The only modification I did was I set the eye,
Yeah, it's a really
but I didn't
cool
upload
model
it.
for
Yeah,
Easter. Really cool.
yeah, they're beautiful. I mean, they're very cute. Dave did a great job with all the coloring. I think it looks night and day compared to the original one. Very, very nice.
Yeah, I gave the one that I had away already. I don't have it anymore. I may need to print a few more. And it's actually a good idea to print smaller versions.
Yeah. Well, especially if you're going to give out,
Mm-hmm.
20 to 2 classes. That's like 40.
Yeah, if you need 40 of them, you
Yeah.
better shrink that thing right back down to the
Mm-hmm.
keychain size.
Well,
Yeah, just print a few pictures of it.
Yeah, I'm printing in total 45.
Oh well.
I can fit 15 in H2D. Now, in your case, Gabe, it doesn't matter because you can print one at a time. It doesn't really matter. You have no
Mhm.
waste. In my case, I do have some waste.
Yeah, so you
Because
want to
the
print
H2D
as many as you can.
Yeah, yeah. Now, but the majority, there's not really a lot of waste because if you look at it, it has brown on the bottom, so that's one nozzle, and then it has the orange and the white in two different nozzles,
Yep.
and then
Yeah, once it gets to the mouth and especially
exactly,
the eyes and the nose.
And
Yeah.
then, yeah, it's like
exactly,
right in here where it takes all the
Mm-hmm.
time.
Yep.
yeah. So, and it had some support around it. The only support that I had a little bit of issue removing it between the hands and the
And the carrot.
carrot
Oh yeah.
inside the arm. There's a little piece of
Yep.
and that took some time to. And when
Yeah.
you're doing 45 of them,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but after a while, I got the hang of it, and now I know more or less how to the quickest way to get them out. I use a little pick to be able to get it out of there. So, but eventually, it all came out great.
Yeah, it was a fun print.
Yeah. I'm looking at it right now. It should be done tomorrow by 1:00. The last batch.
All right. Well, thanks for sending those in. That's all the photos that we had tonight. But the last thing I
Well,
wanted to look
not
at.
exactly.
Oh, did you send some in?
Yeah, I joined late. I just finished uploading mine.
All right, I see them. The other thing I wanted to look at is look at the state of this filament. Like they have like 5 colors in stock, 6 colors or whatever. It seems like nothing is in stock right now, even like the PLAs.
I don't know what's going on. I mean, the PTG
Ooh, that
high
cocoa's
flow.
back in stock. Y'all better get it before I do.
What cocoa? What is that?
The cocoa's back in stock.
Oh, yeah.
Caramel's still out though. But it just seems like they've been out of a lot of colors for a while and have been struggling to get them in stock and keep them in stock. Have you guys felt the same way? And then, then like the other stuff is like PLA Tough. I don't think you've been able to get that for a minute. Oh wow, they've got some in finally. But that like for a while I don't think you could get, and there was a couple of them that you couldn't get for a while. But it just seems like they're even struggling on just a normal PLA basic and PLA matte. I don't know if y'all are seeing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But supposedly also they bought one of the manufacturers that used to manufacture the filament for them, and they're doing their own filament themselves now. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, that's probably why it's all jacked up.
yeah, it could be.
Stick to making printers, dummies.
No, last year we had the same issues. That Santa delivered a lot of printers, so everyone's still buying a lot of filament.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah. Then you're gonna have if they do the yearly sale, the anniversary sale, so you're gonna be out of printers and out of filaments during the anniversary sale, then it's gonna die down for a few months again until we hit Black Friday again.
Yeah.
Yeah, PETG has been out forever as well. Nothing.
Yeah, but
You know,
that one I'm guessing that they had issues because that's been like that for months.
Yeah, this one's
yeah,
been.
but but the PTG high flow, the PTG they had issues with their printing, but the PTG high flow is a very good material.
Yes, but
Um,
they probably had issues with the manufacturing because
you mean when they tried it?
all the
Oh,
colors
I
are out.
see, I see, I see. Yeah, yeah,
And you see on Facebook people asking anyone know when like someone is gonna really know on Facebook, but yeah,
yeah.
people asking are you gonna and does anyone know when they're gonna be back in stock? It's like no.
It says March
Other than
10th
Yeah.
other than
here,
oh,
but
yeah, other than the date you get there, no one's gonna know on
yeah,
Facebook.
who knows? And
Yeah, yeah.
it'll be out by March 10th
Oh
as well.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so March 10 arrives, March 10 and 2 hours, it's gone.
Yeah. By the
What
way,
about the AMSs? Are those still in stock, or did those go out right away? Nope, they went out right away. Good grief!
uh, they're out of stock.
I was able to get one. They came back in stock for a couple of days. I was able to get one, but yeah, they're already sold out again. And one of my friends just bought an H2C as well, and he got a second AMS, but they're already sold out again. And he
Yeah,
ordered his last week.
I want to get the AMS HT. I want to get one of those.
I was looking at
I
the
have two, so I can do
yeah,
the multicolor TPU. But
yeah,
this
I
is
have
good
two
for the
also.
left nozzle.
Hmm.
So you just put one color in there, and then you have your two AMSs or whatever.
Yep, and that's
The right
exactly what I
nozzle.
want to do.
That's how
But
I have mine set up.
my Micro Center has them. I was looking at it today, and they have in Miami. They had 9 of them, uh, but they only allowed to sell one per household. So they're controlling what the
Wow.
AMS HT. Now,
And you
Bamboo
can't
Lab
even
had
get
them in
the
stock.
first piece of garbage one either.
What's that?
You can't
What do you
even
mean
get the
by
first one either. It's out of stock.
on
I'm
the
kind of
HT?
surprised I still make it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess because some people want to pay less.
But it's what the difference in price, like 50
50
bucks.
bucks.
Yeah, for 50
I
bucks, it's not
mean,
worth it.
yeah. It's faster. The new one is faster,
Hmm.
and it's easier to replace the
It reads the
those.
Yeah, the
filament way
PTFE tools.
Yeah,
faster.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
PTFT tube in the back is easier to get off. You don't
Heat
have
it.
to take
Hmm.
everything apart to get the
Yep.
tube out or whatever.
No, no, and now the H2D with the new firmware, you can actually print and dry at the same time, although the temperature is reduced.
Can you?
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
They just separate. I just upgraded the. On Friday, it came up the version of the firmware, and now you can dry and print at the same time. But
Or
it'll
it's
tell you. It'll tell you
more like keep dry and print
exactly,
at the same
exactly,
time.
exactly,
I think that's
exactly, exactly.
where like there was a lot of pushback on it, and I think that's where people got hung up. Not saying that you got hung up there, but um, it it reduces the drying or whatever, and it's not really drying the filament as much as it's keeping it dry. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Because it can't like,
sure.
and you wouldn't want to like just put the wettest stuff in
Hmm.
there and then expect it to just dry it. Like
Yeah,
that'll never happen until like like the filament's going through like some sort of metal tube or something like that dries it right away. But it's still nice to have to be able to dry.
mhm.
Like I have the Sunlu one on my first AMS, and it's really nice to like keep the filament dry while you're printing. When you print with like PETG or one of like ABS or something like that, and you're drying it while it's printing, I feel like it turns out way better and doesn't warp as much either.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. yeah. Well,
So
anyway,
I think it's still a
it,
good thing, but it's not drying the filament more as
sure,
much as it's
sure,
keeping the
sure,
filament dry, which I think
sure,
is a
sure,
good
sure, sure,
distinction though. Which
sure.
is still
I'm
a
not good.
great thing, still a great thing. And for
Sure.
you guys there in the cold state of Florida, the cold dry state of Florida, like keeping the filament dry while you're printing is probably fairly important even with
Sure,
PLA for the quality, right?
sure.
Yeah, I usually keep my filament inside the swimming pool. It is drier than outside.
Yeah. You keep it in the swimming pool to keep it dry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. The other thing I was going to say is about new firmware, and for the H2D, there is the new auxiliary fan that you can actually place on top of the. Have you seen that, Len?
Mm-mm.
Lenny? You know I guess the H2C has a different cover that that above the the two heads, the left and the right nozzle. Uh, now the H2D Pro had one that actually has additional fan, and now they have that fan. You can buy it for like $50
Where is
separately, and it
that?
goes in. Yeah, and it goes in top of the plastic, the clear plastic on the H2D. Let me tell you what it's called. It's called I bought it, and I was waiting for them to upgrade the software, the firmware, I should say. And now they just updated it, and now it works. It works on the H2D, and it's meant to prevent clogs and high temperature material.
Hmm.
But you can use it all the time. And I just went out and installed it, and I'm using it all the time. Let me see if I find exactly what it's called. Hold on. Let me see. Bamboo, where is it? Let me see. That's not it. I think it's, I forgot what it's called. Here it goes. It's called Toolhead Enhanced Cooling Fan H2D. And H2C is available now for Bamboo Lab USA. That's when I got notified and I ordered it. So do a search, Toolhead Enhanced Cooling Fan H2D.
I found it. It's
You found it?
H2D
There you
and
go.
H2C.
Exactly. It's $39.99. So it's actually also for the C. Okay, I thought the C had it already included. And it plugs
It
in the
might be a
back.
replacement for the C,
It
but it
could be,
might be an
but it works.
enhancement for it as well. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It actually replaces the clear plastic that goes above the H2D. And I just installed it, and the firmware came in on Friday, and it's working.
Oh, cool.
No, I haven't tested it that much, but that's another, and actually another thing that came in. Len, you remember when the cutter and the plotter
Mm-hmm.
that they don't come with the eye camera, the bird's eye camera? Now the bird's eye camera, the reason I hadn't bought it was because you needed the firmware, and they said the firmware will be upgraded in the first quarter of this year, 2026. Well, the Friday edition of the firmware that has this one also has the firmware upgrade for the bird's eye camera. So I went ahead and tried to order it, but now it's out of stock. So I gotta wait until March 23rd to be able to order the bird's eye camera. So supposedly it'll make it easier to be able to use a cutter and the plotter on the H2D for those of us that don't have the laser version, because the laser version comes with it automatically. But
I
I didn't
have
want.
that kit. I have still yet to get the gumption to use it. So we'll see.
I've tried it, but the issue is you really need the camera to be able to work with the software exactly where to place it. It's not very difficult work with it. So I gave up on it until you had an activation for the bird's eye camera.
Yeah,
And
yeah, who
no,
knows? Yeah, on that. The other thing that I saw, which I'm still not a fan of this, but this is something that I've thought about getting for my real CNC. These rotary things, so you can do, round things. That's pretty cool to have inside of your little printer, but I don't know how small of a little shot glass you could fit in that thing. I don't
but
know if
that's
that
meant
big
to. If you,
old thing's gonna fit in
but
there.
no, but the issue is laser to be able to use that. That's meant to be used with a laser.
Yeah. For the laser, that's what I said. For as much as I hate the lasers, people, this is a decent attachment, similar to one that I have on my CNC.
Yeah, but
But my
I mean, I wouldn't
CNC
order it 'cause I
like
don't have a laser.
actually would engrave on this stuff, but I just don't know how big it would be because look how big this contraption is inside of your printer. Like, is it just a shot? Is this a shot glass, and is this like a 5-year-old kid holding the coffee cup or what? And $270 too. That's kind of expensive.
But why would you order that if you don't have the laser?
I'm not saying you would order it without the laser. And like I said, for all of those laser folks out there, as much as I hate it,
I
this
see.
is a decent little thing.
Yeah.
So for people that
I
have a
didn't.
laser, this is a decent little thing, but I just don't know how big it is. I'm not saying that if you don't have a laser, you should look at this.
And it's so expensive, right? $269
Yeah,
for it.
$270.
Yeah, yeah. I saw that too. I saw a little video on it how it works. But I don't have the
Yeah, they
laser, so
sent me an email. They sent me an email on it, and like I've seen this for my real CNC, but and again, you've heard, and that gets back to my thoughts on the laser in general. Anyway, is like they're cool, but like it's just for like 3 millimeter, 5 millimeter stuff. Like a CNC does way more for that stuff, and I think my rotary attachment's like $500 for the CNC, but I think it's like 24 inches wide or something, and can like turn legs of tables or something. But I mean, this is interesting for this little stuff. If you have the laser or whatever, if you want to do stuff like this or engrave your logo or something into a print, again, if you have the laser. But yeah, $270. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know if Justin, if
uh,
you're still out there, how much? Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. $299 for the X Tool ones for their lasers, and he has 3 of the rotaries. And how wide are they, Justin? I bet it's a lot wider. Because again, if you have to put this contraption inside of there, like how wide can it really be between this thing that spins? But yeah, for the X Tool $299, and the X Tool is way bigger, and it doesn't stink up all of your prints that you do afterwards as well.
you have the cutter and the plotter, right? You ordered that kit. I mean,
Yeah, I
that's
just haven't
relatively
opened it.
inexpensive.
I haven't opened it yet,
Yeah.
but yeah, I
Now
have it.
I've opened it and I played a little around with it, but I gave up on it because without the camera, it's very difficult to work with it with the software. So I've been waiting for the firmware to be added to be able to put to add the bird's eye camera that comes with the laser. And now you can install it because the firmware allows you to use it in the HUD that doesn't have the laser version. But I can't order it because it's not available now. The bird's eye camera, until mid-March. I think the end of March 23rd. I think it said. So I'm waiting for them to notify me to order it, and I think it's like $50. I think that one's $50. This is only $69, for the little kit. That's inexpensive, relatively inexpensive. But you need to add then another $50 for the bird's eye camera.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm waiting to get that and see if I can use it. I haven't. I mean, I played around with the plotter and the cutter, but I gave up on the cutter and the plotter.
Yeah, and they got it on
It-
sale too, so it tells you all
yeah,
you need to
yeah,
know about that. It's in
exactly.
stock. If it's in
Yeah,
stock and on sale, that tells you everything you need to know.
yeah, yeah. Well, but now the camera is out because people are those of us that have bought it and are not using it, but we're waiting for the camera because of the firmware. Now the camera is out of stock until March, the end of March, March 23rd.
Does the firmware out, but the camera's not?
The firmware just came out on Friday
Ah,
with the same firmware upgrade that's working with that auxiliary fan for the H2D and H2C that we
well,
talked about.
I was just looking into the H2C. The H2C already has it installed from
And
the factory.
it has it. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
then so there must be a replacement then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's meant to work with high temperature, high temperature material to avoid clogs and stuff.
Yeah, so
So
I went into the settings and the H2C is showing that it already has it installed.
okay.
Yeah, you can see the little wire with the little USB looking thing on there.
It goes in the back. Oh, so it's the
Yeah.
same one.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
I
just
didn't
the
look at
replacement
physically.
for
I
the
look at the software.
H2C, but yeah, that's a good little upgrade to get on your H2D though, for sure.
Yeah.
And then Justin replied, yeah, 12 inches wide or whatever, or 5 inches wide, 12 inches long. You can put a 40-inch Stanley in there. Yeah, so that's pretty cool on the X tools. So tell us about this print, Gabe.
So that print is a Velociraptor from Flexi Factory, which I printed 3 of those for my nephew for his birthday. He loves Velociraptors. It's his favorite dinosaur. He loves dinosaurs. And so I printed those, and when you see the next, I think the next is actually a video, not a picture.
Oh, courtesy of Hotfix.
Well, technically, I was the one that.
Hotfix.
Yeah, technically, I think just skipped the videos, or they didn't show up on.
Oh yeah, why are they not in order? Here, hold
Yeah,
on.
not sure.
Let me reorder these real quick. There we go.
Okay. So yeah.
It would be funnier
Remember-
if there was a third one that was even bigger.
Well, that one is already like 26, 27 inches tall. So yeah, no.
What? 27 inches tall.
Yeah, the big one. Yeah.
And but it prints in you put
Yeah,
put
it prints in
together.
pieces. Yes, the head is
Oh,
separate.
okay. Yeah.
And I couldn't
So-
have printed it a bit bigger because that was size as big as the X1C would print. And I printed it on the H2C, so I couldn't have gone bigger, but it was plenty big already. So I had printed the big one first, and the bone is separate, by the way. So I have printed the big one first, and I just decided to just print the other. I actually printed 2 of the smaller ones.
Does the big one hold up, stay up easily? Because usually when you scale it up very, very big, there's too much weight on them and they tend to fall.
Nope, it holds
it
up
holds it.
exactly. Yeah. In
Oh,
fact, I
cool.
would say it probably holds up better than the smaller one.
But
Because the
really?
small one,
Okay.
I reduced the size to 75%. The big one is like 450% or something like that.
I see. And then it glows in the dark.
Yeah. So the glow in the dark, my nephew, his favorite dinosaur is Blue from Jurassic Park.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, well, I guess I need to make it glow in the dark blue.
Cool.
And that's how I ended up with that. Which now I need to find a way to ship the big dinosaur to Puerto Rico.
No, okay.
It's gonna be fun because that dinosaur, I think it took like 3 rolls of filament.
I sent some stuff to Puerto Rico for my sister's grandson, and I usually ship things in USPS.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they have these boxes. I think standard.
Yeah,
Biggest box I think it's like $20.
yeah, this is not gonna fit.
No, oh, okay, it's that big. Okay.
Okay,
And
let me put it this way, and let me find the tape measure.
So then it's going to be expensive to ship then.
Oh yeah, it will be. But he's turning 10, so it's a fitting gift for a 10-year-old. So it's 27 inches tall.
And if you take it apart,
Well, some of the parts are glued together, so you can't.
oh, they're glue. Okay.
Yeah.
You would have to send them. You would have to send them a batch of glue for them to put it together in Puerto Rico.
Pretty much. Plus, if I did that.
Hello?
Oh, sorry, I muted myself.
Yeah,
So,
did we lose
so,
it?
so I did consider sending the package without gluing the dinosaur first, but if I had done that, I wouldn't have been able to take pictures and videos.
Okay. Well, you may have to print another one then.
No. No, because I'm going to spend another $60 on filaments. It's going to be around the same price just to ship it.
There you go. Well, then you may have to send it by UPS.
No, UPS would be, that would be cheaper just to send them a printer and tell them to print it themselves. UPS would be just way too expensive. No, it has to be USPS. That they charge you, but you measure the box and they charge you. So it might be like $40 or $50 to send it, which would be around the same as printing a new one.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll figure it out. I need to ship it tomorrow. So it's, well, not tomorrow. I need to package it tomorrow so it goes out on Monday.
Or take it in your next trip to Puerto Rico in your bag.
Oh, he'll probably be like 14 years old by the time I go there. I rarely go.
I go to Puerto Rico at least once a year, usually two or three times a year.
I don't.
My mom passed away about a year and a half ago, so I haven't been going
I'm sorry.
as much. But I used to go at least 2 or 3 times a year. Last time we were there over the holidays.
Yeah, I used to go more often. I don't really go that often anymore. So this little ducky is another Flexi Factory creation that was just released a few days ago.
What filament that? The green filament?
That's the Green Galaxy from Bamboo.
Oh, it's very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I bought it because of Hotfix, that he showed a picture of something he printed it with it, and I looked how it looked like months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I never used it. The first time using it.
Very nice. And the brown, I guess, is that matte PLA?
No. The
No?
only, I think the blue is the only one that I think it might be matte. Oh no, the orange I think is the one that is matte. Everything else is just regular. I'll tell you right now. Give me a second. So
Nice
when you
color.
say brown, so there's a dark brown, then there's kind of a beige brown. So the beige that is used in most of the body, it's really bone color from each sun.
Okay.
Then the orange, I ended up using the matte PLA from Zero. So it's matte orange. Then the green is Galaxy Green.
Mm.
Put it back together, I can close it.
All the colors are very nice.
Yeah, I can't take a lot of credit because I pretty much took the same colors as Flecky Factory did. So on one of the pictures that they posted,
Mm-hmm.
I just used the ones that I had. So I used a darker orange because I wanted the more dark orange and what they use. But yeah, the green printed really nicely. I was surprised.
Yeah, very nice, very nice.
Yeah, and that one is like 5 inches tall.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, it was a fun print. So the wings, on the head, print separately. This is actually let's see how they've open. Yeah.
But the body and the legs.
So both the body and legs print together. Wings and head print separately.
Let's see.
So it's a total of 8 colors. So I did the mistake, and when I printed this, I printed it. I started the print late at night, and I kind of didn't catch that it was 8 colors. So I ended up putting everything on just one bed and sending it to the printer, and it didn't realize it was 8 colors. So I ended up getting a bit of waste because it went above the 7 colors the H2C can do without the waste.
Mm-hmm. But the extra color must have been probably the white or the blue or the black. The black is probably the extra color.
Yeah,
The black and the ice.
Well, one of those. I'm not sure because, to be honest, I didn't pay attention. I just sent it to the printer and
Yeah, but it
went to
shouldn't have
bed.
been that bad. Did you have a lot of waste? I would imagine not much. Maybe.
No, not a lot, but I still had more waste than if I had
you
just.
typically, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's only one, it's not, and it's not a lot. I mean, if that one was all over the place, but it was probably the black and the eyes because there is a little bit of black in the eye, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's probably the one that was causing a little bit. And they were printing that little piece there, so that probably created some waste. And it was probably I would assume it was on the who knows, on the left nozzle, not the right nozzle, because the right nozzle has all the 6 colors.
Yes. So I only had one color. So the green was on the left nozzle, and the rest were on the right nozzle.
I see.
Yeah, if I print it again, I'll just print the head separate from the other 2.
Yeah, and you wouldn't have had that issue. I see. Yeah, I know. I love the colors. Very nice print.
Thank you.
Yeah, super cool print. I like all the different colors and different just types of filament too. The Galaxy, I think, really sets it off. It's really cool.
And prints like this is the one you see that, the advantage of the H2C, man. Like that horse. What was it called? The one that you had up last week.
The horse.
Yeah, that horse one. Another one that shows it off.
Yeah. That to me, to print that on the X1C or the H2D, there's so many color changes and so much waste. But on the H2C, there's none, man.
That crazy benchy that I printed, that one too has so many color changes in it. Like, it's so crazy.
I've been
I
so
think that
tempted
one was
to
7 colors as well.
Yeah, I've been so tempted to get the H2, but I'm just holding off on waiting for the next one.
Yeah,
I don't
well,
know
I
what you
would
think.
wait because you already have an H2D, so I would wait.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would
yeah.
wait and see what happens.
You know,
In
I
my case, I wanted a bigger printer. I didn't really need it, and I
sure.
wanted a bigger printer, and it didn't make sense to get the H2D
No,
because the
of course.
H2C had just come out.
Yeah. You know, I saw a guy that actually did the conversion of the H2D to the H2C, and I mean, it's one of the YouTuber guys. I forgot that guy's
Hmm.
name, and he said it was not as complicated as he thought. I mean, it, he only had a couple of little points that it would had a little bit of difficulties, but uh, but I would never attempt to do it on my own.
Yeah, neither would I.
No
Yeah,
way.
it could be a eight what is it $800 or $600 or whatever it could be
No,
that mistake plus ruin your printer.
Hmm.
exactly. I mean, I mean, if it was $800, I
And
would
then you
just do
have a
it. But it's not
printer that's halfway pulled apart sitting in your print room for 4 years.
exactly, exactly, and then breaking parts off. You know,
Hmm. Hmm.
anytime I have to change a nozzle on the X1C that it has all these wires and stuff, I'm worried I'm gonna unplug and break one of the connectors. You
Hmm.
know, and what
Yeah.
the hell you do? Like, and that
Yeah,
is
because that's
that is
fatal. That's fatal, until you
yeah,
could repair it, like
exactly,
your
exactly,
printer's down.
exactly. So I'm not prepared to do that. No. Had I known that they were going to come out with the H2C, I wouldn't have purchased the H2D. Uh,
Yeah, they did come out with
but
the H2C a little bit close to the H2D for my
yeah,
liking.
it was only like 2 months.
Yeah, but no, well, it was less. They had announced the H2C was coming when they announced the H2D.
They did. I don't remember that.
Yeah, yeah, they
Oh,
did.
I don't remember that.
But the H2D was released like mid-year, then the H2C at the end of the year.
Yeah, I didn't remember hearing about it until I saw the announcement when the uh, Snapmaker came out, the 4-color changer,
Hmm.
and then within a day, Bamboo came out with a little video of the vortex. That's when I saw something on the vortex.
Yeah, but
Uh,
when they announced the H2D, I think it was like less than a week after that they announced that they were gonna be releasing an H2C in the future.
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, unfortunately, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, but they didn't they didn't say when. It could be future, could be a year away.
And they said it was going to be a 7-color.
Yeah, they put in the video with the vortex or something. They put in something. I don't remember what it was, but they did announce that the H2C was
But
going to
but
be.
okay, the video of the vortex, it came out immediately after um, Snapmaker, came out with that 4-color changer. That's when they came out.
Mhm.
That's when they came out with that little video. That I remember.
Well, let's see if we can find the video.
No, that yeah, I remember the video. I remember the video vividly.
Yeah, but I want to see the date when it was released.
Oh, I see. I see. Yeah. I think I'm going to stick to it and wait until they come out to the next version. There's a bunch of stuff coming out,
And didn't
Uh,
they come out? I thought I got my
Uh,
H2D in like February or March of last year.
so the H2D was announced 11 months ago, but it was not released obviously when it was announced. So the question is, when was the H2D? When did it go into sale?
I bought mine within a
We
couple of
bought
days
ours the
when it went
same
to
the
sale.
day it was
Yeah,
announced.
yeah,
It came
exactly.
out. Remember,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
emailed each other.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's when I ordered mine. And I remember you got yours in 2 days, and mine took like a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the H2C was announced like 4 months or 5 months after that. Is when the video
Yeah,
came out
yeah,
for the
and
Bartek.
and and, and look when the snap maker announced their four color changer.
Yes, no
It,
idea, but
it, it,
I trust you that it was around the same time. But
yeah,
the
yeah.
the eight. So my confusion was that the H2S was announced the same day that they announced the Bartek.
That's the thing. Yeah, because the H2D was out. Then they came out with the H2S and announced the H2C with the Vortec and showed the.
Mm-hmm.
Remember they had the little sneak peek when we were waiting for the announcement of the black box or whatever.
Hmm.
And I was like, it's just the H2D with the paint job,
Hmm.
which was true ish. It had a little bit more than a paint job, but yeah, it did come out a little bit quick. But we'll see how long it takes for the next one to come out. Hopefully, it's pretty soon, and hopefully, it's a dual vortex system. That would be crazy.
Yeah,
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 that would be crazy.
yeah, but they would have to make the printer bigger because
Oh
Mm-hmm.
if
yeah.
not, they're going to
Mm-hmm.
lose. They're going to have to lose so much space, uh, and the build plates going to have to be much smaller.
Mm-hmm.
If you lose on both sides,
Yeah, it's gonna be the build plate's gonna be the size of the X1C's
X1C,
build plate.
exactly,
Or
exactly.
or if they can figure out how to put more nozzles in the rear and be able to use the same gantry or whatever for either nozzle, that's probably what they're working on. Instead of having a gantry on each side,
Mm-hmm.
like that's what you're saying, like you're gonna have to make it
Yep.
wider so you can slide the build plate. But if you made a gantry with more things and put it in the back and just let it go to the back to grab those, then you could use either nozzle to grab one. And that might be super interesting as well, right? Because then you don't need a set of nozzles for the right and the left. You can just have a set of all the nozzles, and you can have multiple twos, multiple sixes, and do your lithophane, do your really big prints in 0.6, have all your 0.4s, do 10 colors all in 0.4 with no poop. That'd be pretty compelling. And maybe like a 6 unit AMS would be also be nice as well. As well, if you had like a P1P or we're just getting into 3D printing, having a six slot AMS instead of having to buy two, I think would be pretty nice to have as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, I agree. Yes, 6 colors. So you had access to print six. That just pretty much perfect for
Yeah,
most
yeah,
people.
you don't really need much more than that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you had six on each side of a nozzle, I
No,
don't
that's
know that
12. I
you're
mean,
ever, yeah, I don't know that you're ever going to
yeah,
need more than that, right? And then if you
yeah,
had access to 12 nozzles in the back and could grab a nozzle from either one, that would be pretty sick.
Yeah, it would be. Unfortunately, knowing us, we could get 12 colors on each side, but we want number 13.
Oh yeah, we'd we would be complaining that it doesn't have 14. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
never
yeah,
have enough, but
Yep.
it'd be cool.
yeah.
All right, well that's all the photos we got for tonight. Appreciate everybody watching. Be sure to smash the like button on your way out, and thanks for watching. Have a good one, everybody.
Okay. See you
Take care,
guys.
everyone.
Do you have anything tomorrow coming out, Len?
Yeah, it might be late, but it might be on time. But yeah, it'll be a really cool one tomorrow.
Okay, cool. We'll see you guys later then.
Or
Till the next one.
hang out for just a second